Hey everybody, it's Big Ed here, and we have Kristen Hess,
Hey
our
there.
mortgage specialist. I'm Big Ed Regan with Coldwell Banker in Morristown, New Jersey. We're reaching out to you guys today to talk a little bit about thanks, and this is for our podcast on educatedhomes.com. And we're going to talk about the thanks that we have for our people. I'm sorry, Kristen, if I seem a little bit beat. We just got a new puppy, and I don't know about
Oh,
you guys, but it's like having a little kid running around the house again. It's like, trying to keep him from, you know, tearing things up and everything else. We'll add him to the show sometime. But
oh,
right
I
now
can't
we're
wait to
just,
see him.
yes, yes. He's a little chocolate lab that we have. So we've been busy, just trying to keep him from eating all the shoes and everything else around the house. But, today's show, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's happening in the market and what you see. I know there's so many people just putting things out there, and if you guys follow any other real estate agents or anything on social media or any other mortgage specialist or something like this, you'll see there's lots of information that's out there right now. The one thing that I see from my perspective, if you live in a great area and you're looking to sell your home, this time of the year is actually a good time of the year to sell. And this is the reason why, that what I've seen. If you have buyers or you're out looking right now, and they're serious, they need to buy a home right away. I've seen that in the springtime. You have a vast conglomerate of buyers. You might have more buyers out there, but the issue in the spring is, you have people that are kicking tires also. So this time of the year, you have your serious buyers. You also have your investor buyers out there. They're looking to invest in homes. If you're looking for an investment property, this is probably a good time. And this is the reason why sellers that maybe didn't have something that closed in the summer or something that's in the fall has been sitting in the market. Now we're coming up on the holiday season. Not that many people are out looking for homes this time of year. So there's going to be the homes that have been sitting. You might be able to even get yourself a little bit of a deal. Seen that also. So, Kristen, there's a lot of things in your world talking about the 50-year mortgages and stuff like this.
Ah.
Yeah. So maybe
Well,
tell everybody like what's going on with you and what's happening with the mortgage market.
just one last something about what you're saying when people want to sell their homes now.
Yeah.
Some people want to get in before the end of the year, so now they could say they owned a home in 2025.
Oh,
So,
true.
get in before the end of the year to have those numbers for their taxes. So, the 50-year mortgage, I know everyone's like, "Oh, this is garbage. This is the worst thing ever." When you're a young family or even an older family wants to buy a house, and even though the rate's a little bit higher on the 50-year, you can only qualify because maybe I don't show income. Maybe I'm under the table, maybe I'm whatever. So I can't qualify for that house that I know I can afford. If I can slide in there with a 50-year mortgage and just become a homeowner, and then later on, when I'm back on the books or my life is a little bit better and I can qualify for, a 15, even 20-year loan, then I can refi. But at least
Right.
I'm a homeowner. So anything that can help people be a homeowner, I'm a fan with. So I
So,
never discourage or poo poo anything that could help someone.
well, people can also pay down their, not just pay down the interest, and then they pay out the, come on, Ed, the word I'm
Yeah,
thinking of
the
right now,
principal.
the
So yeah.
principal, right there. So you could pay down the principal,
Hmm.
and then it won't be so bad.
I do that all the time. A lot of times people want to do. I'm sorry if anybody's laughing at my light up headset. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm just trying to have fun with my life. So this is all
There you
I'm
go.
talking about here.
We're
Yes.
going to show your light up headset right there.
There you go.
Very nice. I
So
like it.
thank you. Yeah, it helps to hear and it gives me a little fun. But what will happen is a lot of times people can't even qualify for a 15-year mortgage because they don't show income. When I say can't qualify, I'm not putting in people into homes that they can't afford. A lot of times you're self employed, you write things off. So you just don't want to show that income because you don't have to. So
Right.
you can do a 15-year amortization. You can set up any amortization payment you want. I have all the calculators for that I can share with people. So if I make extra towards principal, I'm just paying the loan down faster. Once, there if a lot of times people just round off their payment. Let's say your payment is $2,300 a month and you want to pay 2,500. That extra 200 will go towards principal,
Right.
therefore paying it down faster. So you can do whatever you want. You don't have to make that payment that the mortgage company says you have to.
Right. Right. Okay, so then they could still, there won't be a penalty
No,
if they decide to pay it back sooner.
correct. Yep, no
So
prepaid penalty. You just pay it down as fast as you want, and
how
you're good at
much
that equity.
for that 50-year term?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
how much of that, your first, how many years are like you're paying primarily interest?
So on a regular 30-year loan, you're usually the first 2 years, you're just kind of paying mostly principal. So if you're going to stretch that out now to 50, you're probably going about 5 or 6 years in before you're going to really start paying down on that principal.
Yeah, so 5 or 6 years you're paying primarily interest.
Right.
So you really want to take, if you could, with that extra savings, taking some of that money that you might. Now I know it kind of defeats the, if you could do it right,
It's
just
all
do a
about
30. But
qualifying. It's all about
yeah,
qualifying.
yeah,
Unfortunately, we all have different kinds of job situations where maybe we don't show everything that we're truly bringing in. I get a lot of clients that get paid, cash bonuses. Well, I can't source that, but it
right,
is money coming into the household. So,
yeah. So another question is, you talked about the 50-year mortgage. We talked about everything that's happening with the, what type of investment loans do you guys have? Because I know there's a lot of people looking to invest. There
yeah.
might be groups that are looking to invest. Like, what do you guys have?
Well,
That would,
my favorite is always going to be the debt service coverage loan. And what that is, it's just using the rent. If the rent pays for the mortgage payment, it covers it. This way we don't care about your personal income. The home does have to be an investment property,
mhm.
but if that rent covers that mortgage payment, you're golden. And credit score too, but they've really gotten a little bit more lenient on minimum credit scores.
So you guys basically use what either the rent was or what the projected rent could be. How
So
does
it
that
depends
work?
on if it's already has a rent in place. If there's a lease in place, we're going to use that. But they also do use what the going rate is because you can't have somebody in there who's paying way over
Right,
and then move somebody new in there, and now they're going to be like, I'm not paying that amount. So it has to be a nice little mix of both. What the
right.
current rate is, the going rate, and what the current lease is.
Yeah, and then that's basically, so what that's doing is showing, even it's not rented. A lot of times the potential of this,
Yeah,
and it's a way of getting into investing without, you're still taking on risk, obviously, but you have this loan that now they're saying you don't have to look at your income, you don't have to look at your banks, those type of things. It's
yep.
based upon what that rental income could be.
Yeah, if it
Now,
covers
what?
your mortgage payment, you're golden. There are
So,
ones that let you go less, but the rates
but
are
what's the down payment on something like that, though?
so you're looking at your standard 20% down.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a risk. There is some sort of capital that goes into this. It's not just
Oh
like, hey,
yeah.
we're gonna, yeah.
Oh no, it's not like zero first time home buyer. You're getting no.
Right,
This is for somebody that wants to get into investment properties that has the money to put down, but just doesn't have the income.
right. Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about first time home buyer because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people have the misnomer. Because even myself, who's been in the business, looking, if you and talking to people over the last couple of years, I want people to understand you don't have to be a quote unquote first time home buyer, like first time
Yeah.
anytime.
They consider 3 years.
So it's three
No
years of not
homeownership within
actually
3 years.
owning a home for 3 years.
Correct.
So if somebody's going through a life change, somebody's going through a situation where they had to move or something like this could, they haven't been home, they haven't had a home in 3 years. What can they expect, like for the first time home buyer program, especially in New Jersey?
Yeah, New Jersey does have grant programs. Listen. I'm a fan of anything that can get someone into a house, but
Right,
anything in life that's free isn't necessarily free. You do have to be in that home
right,
for 5 years
right,
before that grant goes away. If you want to refinance, you have to be able to subordinate to be able to leave that second loan alone. Even though there's no payment on it, it's still attached to your property.
right,
So it's, a lot of times if it's cost effective to just do a USDA with no money down, we'll go that way to a 3.5% down FHA, 3% down conventional. But there are grants and there are programs that will give you money
right,
to help you with down payment and closing cost assistance.
right. Because I saw some of those are actually up to what, 17, $18,000 or something
First,
like
yeah,
this.
first generation homeowner, They have so many different things they do, but it's a case by case, and there's income restrictions on things. So if you wanted to look to become a homeowner and you're a first time home buyer, if you reach out to Ed or I, we'll be able to tell you, yeah, this will work. No, it won't.
Yeah. I mean,
Because it's everybody has a different scenario.
well, it's that, and also like the big thing is making sure you buy a home that you can afford too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people they it's affordability, it's having your pregame, and I always talk about having that.
Pre-game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
plan. You're planning prior to looking at a home. So knowing
That
what you
is the best
qualify for.
thing.
Yeah, because a lot of
Mhm.
people they call you up and they'll say, "Oh, yeah, I want to go see this house. Can I go see it tomorrow?" Well, the situation has changed a little bit. Number one, real estate agents today, if you're taking a buyer out, you have to have a buyer's agreement. You're working with them. You're exclusively. And
Yep.
if I'm somebody looking for a real estate agent, you want somebody, you guys with experience, somebody's that knows the ropes, knows how to negotiate, going to get you the best deal, and also is going to be somebody who's going to look out for your best interest, which is all we do take a fiduciary. Um,
Right.
yeah, that's part of our role in our code of ethics. But you also want to make sure that you work with somebody that has a true understanding of what you're looking for, but also somebody's going to steer you in the right direction. And
I
that's
I
piece of
tell
this thing
everybody the
too.
truth, and they'll come at me. Well, my friend said this and my friend said that. And then they come back a month later and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, that didn't work for me." I'm going to tell you the truth right out of the gate.
Right,
If and you could take the truth or not take the truth, but I'm here to help you. And at the end of the day, you're like my family. I want to make sure you get in a home, but we're going to get you in the right way.
right, and
And you
that's
know what?
like,
Also, too, Ed, I just did for somebody. They took cash out of their primary home to buy an investment property full cash. Sometimes that's the easier gig too.
right. So that's almost like a HELOC, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
and the rates on those are pretty good, and you get your money in like 3 days. So
yeah.
that might
So
be another option.
So there's some options here, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to put some links below when we put this up on the internet for social media. You can definitely click those links below, and she'll be able to give you some information. If you guys are looking to buy or sell a home, I actually have a site that you can just put that information in, and I'll be able to get back to you, come out and do your home evaluation, anything you need in the state of New Jersey, and also we have a Calendly right there if you want to set up an appointment. So you want to check me out at bigadvantage.com. That's going to be
Awesome.
yeah. So guys, like I said, we have a lot to be grateful, a lot to be thankful for. Thankful for my kids and my family and girlfriend and all that good stuff. How about you, Kristen? What do you got?
I got to tell you, my journey with the dogs over the past year. So I am
Right.
so thankful that little Porter is feeling good. He's living his best life ever. No, he's all done with surgery. So, like, it was a journey. So I'm so freaking thankful that he's feeling good. And thank you for everybody that supported me out there through this because I was like reaching out, help me.
Yeah.
I'm hurting. And so I appreciate all that. And of course, my kids are doing great. My daughter's engaged. She's getting married.
Oh, good.
Yeah. My little one, she's going to go off to her second kind of college. She's just finishing up her community college.
Nice.
And yeah, in
Yeah.
Sussex County, living out here, having fun.
Yeah, like my daughter, she's finishing up her chair this year, and then she's
I love
going to go
her.
to. I know, she's going to go be going, and then my son, he's in third year of college already.
Goes
Yeah,
fast.
I know they're both doing well, so it's great. So we're excited about that. And I don't know if you hear the puppy be starting to bark.
Yes. Aw.
Um, yeah, so we got a lot to be thankful for, but guys, we're going to have more shows coming up, and we do appreciate you guys joining us today on Educated Homes. And we look forward to continue. You can follow us on YouTube. We're also been on educatedhomes.com. You'll be able to check out all our videos right there.
Awesome.
All
And I
right.
appreciate you, Ed. You're the best.
You're the best too.
Yeah.
Everybody's the best. No. Oh, by the way, next time when we get on, we're going to talk about Big Ed makeovers because I need one. I went with the No Shave November.
Yeah, not
I don't
bad.
know. You can barely see. I know.
I
So
like the
hopefully.
shirt. Look, are we green? Are we both in green today?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I know. I didn't go with my traditional uniform today.
yeah.
I went with this
Very
instead.
nice.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You too. Everybody looks great. All right. Well, look, you have a great day, and we'll catch up with you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.